How's that? And we're rolling. Smash the subscribe button. Just kidding. Don't smash your keyboard. Hey, I'm Paula. This is How to Make Dinner, and today we're braising celery. Now, celery is one of those vegetables that has kind of been like a whatever vegetable for a long time, but it's definitely trending right now, I'd say. Everyone's drinking celery juice, and I'm all for it because I love it. So the celery just needs to be in workable pieces. So I like to keep them pretty much as big as I can, as long as they'll fit in the pan. And I kind of like to do big, chunky wedges. The yellow leaves on the inside are so good, and they're really tender and kind of sweet, but they do go a little bit brown when you cook them. So I'm gonna take them out and we can use them later. Not that a little bit of brown is like gonna upset me too much, but it's kind of nice to finish things with celery leaves too. So I'll yank those out. I like to do a combination of olive oil and butter for the pan because it means you get the flavor of the butter, but the olive oil helps bring it to a temperature that it won't burn. So, and I'm not being shy with my amount of butter here. So our pan is hot, and we're just gonna drop in the celery. Much better. Much better sizz. It's so funny the way that people get really into things. Like celery is this like superfood now. A couple years ago, nobody cared about it. Celery's great. It's always been great. I'm happy that it's catching on. It's gonna get a nice little golden tinge to it, I think. A little bit blistered. So we're gonna throw in a pinch of salt now that it's kind of browned a bit. Just a pinch. And I'm gonna throw in a couple bay leaves and some fresh thyme. I'm just gonna throw the whole stems in. We can pick them out later. And then a big splash of white wine. Listen to that sound. Can you hear that? So good. It's like blistering sound. So white wine. Love cooking with wine. The smell you get when you put wine in a pan is like, oh, it just feels like you're, I don't know, just instant pleasure. And then I have some chicken stock that I made earlier today. I'm gonna dump that in. And the wine is gonna reduce as it cooks, and it'll cook, the alcohol will cook out. And I wanna just add enough liquid, not so it's fully covered, but just so it's got like a nice, it's kind of almost covering the celery. And then we're just gonna put the lid on. And when it starts to bubble up, we'll reduce the heat down to about 2 or 3, and then we're just gonna let it simmer for about half an hour. More like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half an hour. So that's it. So we're back. It's been about 25 minutes. And let's take a look at this celery in here. Ready for the steam? So the celery is nice and tender, and the juices have cooked down a bit. So I'm gonna take out the bay leaves and the thyme. I'm just gonna pull the celery out and then let the juices reduce a bit more so that we get a nice little sauce. That's good. I feel like this needs a roast chicken to eat with it. That's in another episode though. So I've cooked down these juices so much, so they're basically like a sticky syrup at this point. If you want to go a little over the top, you can stir in a little bit more butter just at the end. Just gives it a nice little shine and richness. Okay, so that's it. And so I'm just gonna spoon it over. And actually the salty kind of richness of this is so good because the celery is pretty bland. It's very bland. So just spoon this business over. Yum. And that's it. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe. Just do whatever you want. Live your life. Live your truth. And make some braised celery. And I'll see you next week. Yum. This is like yummy now. Look at this. I feel like this is something my grandma would cook.